Hey, uh-uh. If anyone tells you that balancing being a nurse, be having a family, it's easy, then Jesus, you're in for a long ride.
Hi guys, my name is Joseph Nokolo. Originally from Nigeria, Anambra State precisely. I live here in Australia, Queensland, Gold Coast. Yeah, I think that's much more about me.
Hi, my name is Ilora Chidebele. I'm originally from Nigeria, currently residing in Australia, Gold Coast precisely. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and this right here, it's my husband. And yeah, that's it.
Um, I came here February 2016, and I've been here for like 8 years now. I think 2016 to 2014 should be 8 years. Yeah.
I've been here since August 2018. That should be roughly 6 years now, going to 6 years now.
I think the journey has been a little bit smooth, like I can't actually say everything has been smooth, sometimes in life, you always have the rough path and some of the smooth path, but eventually everything has been going very well and we thank God for everything and we're able to get to that stage that we want in life and we still like getting to accomplish more of it.
Just like every migration journey, it hasn't been all bed of roses, but I wouldn't technically say we've gotten to where we're going to. We're still on the way, but at least things are looking up. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and yeah, we're still hoping for better days. But
Exactly.
yeah, really, Australia has been very kind to us. We can't complain. God
Yeah,
is good.
true.
Oh, I'm a nurse. Yes, I am. Um, December 2023, I officially graduated on the 15th of December. So, 5 months and you would refer to me as something called a new grad nurse. Like I'm still a baby in the industry per se, but yeah, yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Mm.
We
International
both.
student, I
Yeah.
wasn't, he was.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's true because
I
yeah,
wasn't, he was. I,
um,
I started school as a permanent resident.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
because right from Nigeria, I've always wanted to study nursing, but for
That's true.
whatever
Yeah.
reason, I ended up doing applied biochemistry. So when I got here with the previous background in sciences and health, I just decided that it's a push towards the right direction, and then I got my younger sister to help me get my transcript, and then I transferred and then I started and did some accelerated full time study, and I graduated in 18 months. And yeah,
Um, the experience wasn't really bad, but being the part of where we come from, and I think yeah, it was really smooth. Finished, graduated 2019
yeah,
at Griffith Uni, Nathan campus precisely, and going through the route of getting a permanent residence wasn't an easy one.
I was embarrassed.
Yeah, it wasn't really easy going through the path of getting employment, working in your sector, doing your IELTS, and trying to get everything and your documents and everything together. It wasn't
Gathering points.
yeah, gathering points as well, getting the actual points, as well too. And being an IT person, it wasn't really easy because I had to do like my
Professional
professional
year.
year in IT and getting a new job in IT as well too. And so I've been in the IT sector ever since 2019 till date. And yeah, so it's hasn't been a bed of roses. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, we're able to get what we actually came here for.
Mhm.
That's our permanent residence and getting our stay and getting to settle down at this stage in time again. And yeah,
Looking forward to getting the citizenship soon.
yeah, exactly. you know I think To me, I would say that it's still like everywhere, everywhere, like having family both in any part of the country or any part of the world, right? But the only difference, I think the difference is just that you have more help back home in Nigeria because you have more of the family people helping you. And, like you can have your mother there, your brother, sister, and, neighbors as well, to family, friends, and friends can still help you with, like, helping you look after your child when you're going to work. And but in Australia, yeah, it's a little bit more challenging because for everything you do, you have to pay for every dime you're doing, and taking the child to daycare, and you equally like don't actually spend much time with your child because you end up early in the morning, you're going to work, your wife is going to work, and you're taking the child to daycare, and after work as well, to maybe because you're not meeting up again, your child is in after hours, you come back home, you're very tired, you just want to go to bed, things like that. So sometimes again it's like a bit like, so it's kind of
It's just
very
difficult
hard.
finding
Yeah,
that
difficult.
balance.
Yeah,
It's a
have
bit of a
that
hassle,
balance,
truly.
so it's either like one person has to like stay at home, and what it is, like one person staying at home, it's not going to be easy for the other person at all. So
Mhm.
so that's, I think that's much more challenging for us, raising the family. But luckily for us, we've been able to have help. Our grandmom have been here, grandmom have been here helping us, and yeah, so I think, yeah.
Hey. Uh-uh. If anyone tells you that balancing being in hospital, having a family, it's easy, then Jesus, you're in for a long ride. Honestly speaking, with the skilled shortages overall for nurses everywhere, it's been a bit of a hassle. And having a child that is 4-year-old and having a young family and also having a partner as a career person, it doesn't make it easy. It's always a bit of a hassle. One thing has to give, one person has to, tune down for the other person. And given that we're in both, we have careers that like professional careers, is into tech and I'm into nursing. We're really finding it very challenging to find that balance. But thankfully, after we got our permanent residency, it's been easier to apply for my mother-in-law, his mom, who came over and was here for over a year to help out with the baby. And after she left, my mom was able to come. So really, really, like I said before, I can't complain. I give God thanks because having both of them come in and jump in to help has been very, very rewarding because then it gives us, the time to be able to do things that we want to do without one person having to tone down for the other person. That's if you get what I mean. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes, definitely a lot of them. For one, I was very used to driving on the left hand side in Nigeria, and then I got here, it was the right side. And it was a bit of, it was a bit of a shock. Plus, I found it hard navigating the GPS because I didn't know I was driving on the right hand. Every time the GPS said turn left, I'll turn right, and then I keep missing my turn, and it made me always go late to work. And other than that, there was a lot of slangs and Aussies are they're really good at abbreviating some words, which I get lost, and they've
Like
got this
service
thick
station, like the
accents,
petrol station,
So there were
Sevo.
so many things, so many of them. Can you give us some of those applications? Like saying Savo instead of service station,
Yeah.
and saying Avo instead of afternoon,
Afternoon.
and saying mate instead
My.
of mate,
Hey, yeah, my.
instead of saying is it partner or
Yeah.
friend or
Yeah.
colleague? No, yeah, it took me a bit of a while to warm up to all these things. It
How are
was,
ya?
yeah,
How are
it was a
you?
bit of, oh, like
Hey,
I
yeah.
couldn't deal with their accent. But likewise, the feeling was mutual because every time I spoke at work, it was like a bit of, funny, whatever to them. They would laugh, and at some point, it made me I didn't want to talk at work because I felt like every time I listened to my voice, it was cringe. But at a point, I noticed it wasn't me that was the problem. They were the problem because knowing fully well that everyone from different background, different culture has different accents, so I couldn't help it. So yeah, over to you.
Yeah, we've been to not really actually in Australia, but we've been to a lot of places ever since we came to Australia anyway.
Mhm.
Been to the US,
Mhm.
Fiji, we've been to New Zealand,
Mhm.
we've been to Nigeria,
You
Du-
originally from Nigeria.
Dubai, I think, yeah, Dubai, and we've been to like inside of Australia, we've been to Melbourne, Sydney, Canberra,
Perth.
Perth, what was it again?
I think that's it.
Yeah, Canberra, Sydney,
Sydney,
Melbourne,
Melbourne,
and
Perth,
Perth. Yeah,
Canberra.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's it.
Still yet to explore the Northern Territory, Darwin,
Yeah,
and Southern Australia, Adelaide. But we've been to every other place.
yeah.
Hey,
Um,
for me, it was the koalas, the kangaroos, and the snakes. It's not like I run into snakes every other day. I mean, I've been here for 6 years, and I think I've only seen snakes like twice, and they were dead. But yeah, she wanna add something.
um, to me, I don't really think like I think everything to me has been like very good for me, but meeting my people has been one of the greatest thing ever for me because like it's easier for me to like associate myself with my people and people when I mean my people I mean like people from Nigeria, like African countries as well too. And like before we came here, you really like get to see like Africans here in Australia. And now getting to see a lot of Nigerians, seeing a lot of Africans, that we have same cultural, we come from same place, same cultural background and everything. It's one of like the greatest moment for me here in
Mhm.
Australia, because it's very easy for us to talk about like life, have someone who gets to understand your cultural background as well too. So it's like a really easy one for me, and I think that's one of the most good thing for me. I'm not really into much of animals like she is, and yeah, but at the end of the day, it's more of an adventure having her love most of the things like animals, and going through most of all those part of it with her. And yeah, I've been finding it like very good.
Fascinating,
Yeah,
adventurous,
exactly,
exhilarating. Say thank you.
yeah, I'm more of like a travel person than of the animals then. So
Yeah.
combining the both of them together, it's like bringing the both of us to like explore the world more, getting like what she loves and what I love as well. So I will I say like, yeah, it's you know I'll just, for example, everyone thinks like whenever you go abroad, like life is easy, like everything is okay, like it's bed of roses, like you can get everything you want, and you can earn as much as you earn. And the only good thing is just that it's you can have a good life depending on your life, the life you choose, and what like working towards of what your focus of what you're here for. It's a good I always advise everyone to come here and have that good life that they want, but everything depends on your focus. No matter anywhere you are, there are some people who came here and couldn't get to the stage where they want to be. Some people still like got to that place and overtook, like went as far as much as they can. But just focus on what you want and know what you're here for and work towards that. That's
Mantra.
yeah, like that's the best thing ever, I'll say. Yeah, there's no good or bad, there's no right or wrong in it. Like you can always do anything and it might work out for you, and you can still do the same thing that someone else is did, it might not work out for you. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I think he has said it all. So basically, follow your heart. Do you have a focus? Give yourself like an ultimatum, but don't push yourself too hard. It's okay to fail. You just get up and try, cause literally here it's not a bed of roses. Everyone will think, oh, it's a softer side of life. It's true, but it's really not a bed of roses. You have to work hard to get where you are. So if you come and you don't put in the work, there would not be any results for you. You have a set goal, you work towards it, you achieve your goal, and everyone is happy.
You
Comprende?
know, like sometimes again when you're talking with some people and they're like asking you, "Oh, like how is Australia and blah 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 blah, how do you, you know, find it?" And when you tell them like, "Oh yeah, like, oh, probably you can earn like $1,000 in a week," you know, and they're gonna be like, they convert it to Nigeria and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, like,
It's
oh, if I
low.
come here I'm gonna be rich." It's not done that way, you know. You can $1,000, you still have like your rent to pay, like $400 a week depending on where you're living, you know. $400 a week, you still have your petrol to fuel your car and everything. So at the end of the day, you might end up having like $50 in your account out of $1,000 you've earned. So most times, you know, people always like forget that, like, oh, you're earning $1,000 every week. That's like a million naira
Mhm. And you
every
still
week,
got to pay those
you
bills
know.
in
So
dollars.
converting that money into Nigeria, it's always like, you know, changing people's mindset and forgetting like, oh, like, because, oh, you earn $1,000, that means you're a millionaire, you know. So that means if in 1 month I have 4 million naira, so in 2 months I have like,
Eight
you know,
million.
8 million naira. So thinking that you are in Nigeria, so maybe so in 10 months time, that means I should have like 100 million in Nigeria in naira, you know. And so I'll start bugaing that, oh, like I'm rich. You know, you have your bills, you pay you earn in dollars, you pay your bills in
In
dollars,
dollars.
you
Yeah.
know, you pay your rent, you pay your car bills, your insurance, and every other things again that you have to pay should be in dollars. So at the end of the day, you're paying all these things, you end up not having anything at the same time. So, you know, that's another thing again that everyone needs to understand as well too, that you pay your bills in dollars again, not in naira. So don't have that mindset of like, oh yeah, you're earning so amount of money, or like you're converting it into naira, so you're making a lot of money. So yeah.
For me, it's at Miss Jane, MHIS_Jane. And don't forget to follow at Amy Sherry on YouTube. He is a banger.
I say